The 2018 regular session of the Louisiana Legislature should come to a close by the end of this week, and I say should because as we record this, lawmakers are still at the state capitol, and Governor John Bel Edwards has called for a special session to begin on Tuesday, May 22nd, which means that the Friday after we record this, they would have to adjourn sine die, and we'll see if legislators cooperate. The number one issue in Baton Rouge? The budget. That's why the Louisiana Farm Bureau Women's Leadership Committee paid a visit to the state capitol to meet with their legislators. They got to sit in on a House Ag Committee hearing for a Senate dairy bill to help stop the loss of dairies in Louisiana. Women's Leadership Committee Chair Denise Canatella says as members of the committee are often making financial decisions for their farms, it's important to see how this process can affect them.
This way we get to speak to our legislators one-on-one and let them know which issues are important to us and why we would like them to consider maybe speaking to us before they make a vote if they have any questions in their mind.
The day after Canatella and her committee went to the state capitol, the governor met with the Louisiana Farm Bureau's young farmers and ranchers who went to the capitol as well. Louisiana Farm Bureau President Ronnie Anderson says it's a learning opportunity for these farmers, ranchers, and legislators who are getting to see the next generation of ag leaders.
It's interesting for them to be able to see how bills are introduced, how they work their way through committee, and how they make it to the floor of the House or the Senate. And I think it gives them a better understanding of how difficult it is at times to either pass or kill a piece of legislation. And I think with them coming down here, it exposes more of our up-and-coming leaders to how they're going to have to work in the future when dealing with the legislature.
We mentioned that the budget is the big issue. For the LSU Ag Center, the budget passed by the House includes $10 million in cuts. That's on top of $20 million in cuts over the last 10 years. LSU Vice President for Agriculture, Dr. Bill Richardson, tells the Delta Farm Press these cuts would have a widespread negative impact on research and extension programs across the state. Still to come on Twyla, a special treat for mothers in this week's Twyla Boost. But first, Kristen Oaks White will bring us an all-new Blooming on the Bayou right after the break.